It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Coach Joey coming in, your fitness coach and mentor, and it is Monday. I believe it is July 15th, and it's getting close to about 4 p.m. I wanted to get this done this morning, but I had a pretty busy schedule, and this is actually the first break I've had today. But this is our next edition of If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Now, I'm going to kind of keep this rolling on Mondays, and we're going to call this Monday Motivation. So I want to get it out there in the morning, but it's a little bit late, but I guess better late than never. So what I want to talk about is, as an adult, I'm 35 years old. I know there's some of you out there younger than me, some may be older, but as an adult, when you have big change to make, sometimes it could seem a little bit overwhelming. Maybe a new job, maybe a new relationship or leaving a relationship, maybe a move to another side of the country or another country altogether. And there's a lot of things that usually have to fall into place. So my point is in life, is if you're trying to make a 180-degree turn and you're just trying to do something completely different than what you've been doing, or you're trying to start a new habit, or you're trying to quit a bad habit, or whatever the case is, don't get overwhelmed about the time frame. And what I mean by that is, if you're watching this and you're close to my age, you start to realize that life is pretty long. Now, when you're in your 20s, it's easy to get overwhelmed if you haven't hit some kind of goal by the time you're 23 or 24 and you feel like your life's going to be over. So something that I've been doing and trying to implement in my life, and this is the point of this video, is if you got to turn 180 degrees, don't look at the full turnaround, just look at 1 degree at a time. So to put this into simple terms, and obviously I'm involved in the fitness world, let's say you're somebody who smokes cigarettes, all right? And you want to quit smoking cigarettes and you're 35 years old. Well, usually when people go to start quitting to smoke, they'll get to a certain point, maybe they quit cold turkey and then they end up going back to it. But if you think about the time frame of your life and you put that into a context, let's say you smoke 25 cigarettes a day. I don't know how much that is in a pack, but maybe a pack or a pack and a half or whatever it is. If every 2 weeks, the first week that you decide that you want to quit smoking, instead of throwing the cigarettes in the garbage, instead of smoking 25 cigarettes, just smoke 24 for 2 weeks. And then the following 2 weeks, you smoke 23. Then the following 2 weeks, you smoke 22. And then slowly over time, you're going to start to compound where there's not a huge disruption in your life. And yes, it's going to take you a year to quit smoking cigarettes. So it's going to take you from January 1, 50 or 52 weeks, however long it is, to get to where you're not smoking cigarettes. But if you think about the longevity of life that you're going to add, is going to be well worth it. If you think about, okay, I have a long life to live and I need to start getting rid of some of these bad habits. That's what you want to do in order to start getting into that place. Because I'm just as guilty as everybody else. I'll have a new habit I want to start or a bad habit I want to stop. I say I'm going to hop on board, boom, 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 I'm cranking out, and then a week into it, 2 weeks into it, I kind of fall off, I get discouraged, and then I start making the same wrong decisions. Or maybe the good habit that I was trying to implement, I kind of fall back from. Where if you just do one small addition for a period of time till it becomes automatic, then you add to it, or add to it, and then add to it. Or in the reverse, if you're trying to get rid of something bad, you take away such a small amount that it doesn't disrupt your life. And then over time, as it becomes a habit, then you start taking away more and more and more. All right, you guys? So keep that in mind as you're trying to reach your goals. Sorry for the late post. I know it's Monday motivation. We'll call it Monday afternoon motivation. But until I see you next time, this is Coach Joey out with If You Don't Know, Now You Know, 180 degrees.